Microwave radiation towards a child is child abuse. Go on, try to change my mind. But make sure you check out the 1980 rats and monkey tests for microwave radiation and how we got our 1996 safety guidelines. You know, the ones that lost in court against the FCC. Besides that, and the fact that my posts are being disappearing or locked away seems very strange. So, Elon, I think I'm going to write a book and videos as well. I got hundreds and hundreds of videos of chats with me and Grok, and the way it lies is something else. Even on the X platform, on how it likes to lie. Yeah, real facts, and it just forgets it over and over again. I've seen your post about money can't buy happiness, and I can see that, but your happiness lies in what? Saving the human race, going to Mars, which I don't get because there's a lot of radiation there, and children take 10 times more. I got a bunch of songs if you don't want to hear me speak at all, but I'm not trying to get popular or fame, money. I've been without money for a very long time. I've been waiting on Social Security for over 8 years. And hearing Joe and quoting you about illegal aliens getting Social Security, I find that very hard to believe. I have a lawyer and everything, and now I'm sitting in the federal area of the court proceedings, and they don't have no time limit. I have L4, L5 back fusion, Crimea River, yeah, I know. I had a cage on the right and left side. The right side had to get removed. I had my arm broken and twisted, humerus fracture, and a bunch of other things that make no difference to me at all, really. I could start a GoFundMe, but yeah, no one wants to hear me cry and moan. The children are getting damaged, and that's all I'm about. I don't want to sell you a t-shirt. I don't want to sell you an ad because it's all just damaging to the place that they need the most. This place. This place is the only place we get our children from. Nowhere else. Sun provides the light that gives life to everything. And your children come from the land. Our children come from the land. Whichever way you want to look at it. But happiness and money? You got a lot of money. And your happiness seems to lie on saving humanity. So I wrote a post, and my post is fucking buried in that algorithm or whatever. But yeah, I just wanted to show it just so everybody could see it. On what 3% of what your total wealth could provide for everyone and every living thing, and including new air, new water, and new life. And save life. Yeah. So here's the post. At $100,000 each, divided by 50 states, Grok's got on here 252,330 food forests at 100K each, divided by 50 states, is 5,047 per state. Now, could you imagine that? 5,000 places where people could get free or reduced food all year long. If one state's out, the other state could ship out. Vice versa. Seems like a good plan, right? Simple and easy, right? A garden for the children. Or you can just keep doing what you're doing. I know you may not understand it. I can see that with Joe Rogan. Radiation's everywhere. The table's giving off radiation. You put it around your head, you put it around your balls, you'll be just fine. That's not true at all. Dr. Robert Brown, 7 Minutes Radiation Facts. Environmental Health Trust. Dr. Deborah Lee Davis, the president of Environmental Health Trust, didn't even think there was a problem with cell phones. Go look at her now. Yeah. You can go to my media section, because every time I post underneath this, they disappear. But the number still shows up on the side. Yeah, that ain't right. You say your platform's for free speech. Bullshit. Yeah, all the markings of my body from all the damage that I got, just to show that, yeah, Social Security doesn't just hand out checks. They don't do that. You got to go to court. When you're in court, you don't say anything. All it is the judge going over your records from your doctor. And then it gets rebutted by the work development lady or whatever. In my case, it was. But she goes through and says, hey, these are the list of jobs that you can do with your disability. Mine is many things, plus electric sensitive disorder or hypersensitive disorder. They're trying to change it because it's not my fault. All these microwaves cause damage, 10 times more for a child. And you can test anywhere at any given time. Real science. Environmental Health Trust, Bioinitiative Report, and Building Biologist Institution for hiring an actual specialist to come out to your house and test. Or, if you got over $1,000, Safe and Sound Pro Meter that's 5G capable and third-party tested. When you see that the way Grok responded to my question about is microwave radiation vulnerability to children, child abuse, it still won't say yes yet, but it should. When you go look at the media part, look for the little mouse, click on that, and hear that. Know that that is your phone that you are letting your child play, laptop, cell towers, and fast track, which means they have to place it closer to your house. You can't say anything. You can't go to your municipality. It'll be government controlled. And AI needs 5G. You get the picture? 165 feet. Every 165 feet, give or take a few or whatever. Yeah. Go look at the levels that they're at right now. Dr. Robert Brown, 7 Minute Facts. Go look at what his meter is. 10,000 at the window, 700 at the bed. Now, that's not even including cumulative effects. What if there's a phone in that bed? Wi-Fi or Bluetooth earbuds straight to the brain of a child that's not even fully developed yet. Not even the shielding is even done developing, and I'm going to probably say it wrong. Mylar sheeting. It's the sheeting that's over the nervous system. But don't take my word for it. Environmental Health Trust. They won against the FCC. They still have not updated their safety levels. And they lied about passing the phones by putting a spacer in between it, which you can see in your About Page Legal RF exposure of your phone. That's so they don't get sued. You should have known better. That ain't right. And showing ads with cell phone against the head of a child should be a form of false advertisement, and I say child abuse, because it's 10 times more to an undeveloped child's brain. Dr. Klinkart, 10K study. Martin Paul, major cause of autism. You should check it out. You could see the numbers. You could redo his 10K study anywhere at any given time. Real science. I'd say, do you think that would bring happiness? Having 5,047 free food forests in every state? Could you imagine what kind of wildlife and new air and new water that would bring? That's a way to save humanity.